What really happens when your net worth hits $250,000? It's not just another number on your spreadsheet, it's the moment your entire financial reality transforms. Your mindset, your confidence, your options, everything begins to shift. $250,000 isn't a checkpoint, it's a turning point. It's the moment your hard work, your patience, and your discipline start working for you, not against you. And once you hit it, life never feels the same again. Because at this level, you're not just saving money anymore. You're managing capital, you're generating passive income, you're buying yourself time, control, and peace of mind that most people only dream about. Today, we're diving deep into what really changes when you cross that $250,000 mark. The financial upgrades, the mindset transformation, and the opportunities that suddenly open up when your wealth starts working on autopilot. And if you're anywhere near $100,000, $150,000, or $200,000, this is your preview of what's coming next. If you're below that, don't click away, because what you'll hear today might be the motivation that pushes you past that next milestone. Let's get into it. The financial power of $250,000. At $250,000, your money finally starts moving faster than your effort. Let's break that down. With an average 8% annual return, your investments are now producing $20,000 a year without you lifting a finger. That's around $1,667 per month in wealth growth just from the compounding effect you built. To put that in perspective, that's more than what most people manage to save in an entire year of hard work. If you keep contributing $2,000 every month on top of that, you're growing your wealth by roughly $44,000 every single year, $24,000 from your savings and $20,000 from returns. Keep this up and you'll double that number, hitting $500,000 in just 5 years, not 15. The compounding curve that felt invisible at $50,000 and slightly visible at $100,000 is now undeniable. Every month, your wealth grows by thousands, and most of that growth comes from your money working for you, not your labor. That's the shift. From earning wealth to owning wealth. It's when your capital starts doing the heavy lifting and you realize something powerful. Your money is now an employee, and it never asks for time off. The psychological transformation. When you had $50,000, you felt safe but not secure. At $100,000, you felt confident, but you still worried about setbacks. But at $250,000, that's when you feel wealthy. You've reached a point only about 10 to 15% of US households ever touch, even excluding home equity. You're not just financially stable anymore, you're financially strategic. You don't operate out of fear, you operate from choice. Your entire psychology shifts. You stop chasing survival and start building legacy. You stop reacting and start designing. Now, when opportunities appear, you don't panic about risk. You evaluate it. You don't ask, can I afford to do this? You ask, is this worth doing? The scarcity mindset that drove your hustle starts to fade. It's replaced by a sense of calm focus, the kind that comes when you know that you've built something real. You're no longer desperate, you're deliberate. You're no longer proving you can win, you're planning how to stay ahead. The power of optionality. At $250,000, your greatest asset isn't just your money, it's optionality. You can step away from work for a few months and not stress. You can change cities, switch careers, or start a business, and you'll be fine. Capital gives you freedom, and freedom creates better decisions. You're not forced into bad jobs, bad deals, or bad relationships just to survive. Most people remain stuck not because they lack ambition, but because they lack capital. But you've built a buffer that buys you time, and time is the most valuable currency on earth. Lose your job? You've got 12 to 24 months of expenses ready. A market dip? You have dry powder to invest instead of a panic. A business opportunity shows up? You can act immediately. That's the quiet confidence $250,000 gives you. You're not scrambling, you're strategizing. When passive income becomes real, here's the beautiful part. Passive income finally stops being a theory. At 8% annual returns, you're earning around $20,000 per year, or about $1,667 monthly. If you're hitting 10%, that's $25,000 annually, more than $2,000 a month. That's not retirement level income yet, but it's life-changing. That amount can easily cover groceries, rent, insurance, or utilities. More importantly, it changes your mindset forever. You stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I make my money earn more for me? That subtle mindset shift is where real wealth begins. You start focusing on assets that generate income instead of just stacking savings. You realize that true security isn't about having money. It's about having money that never stops growing. At this stage, financial independence stops being a dream. It becomes a timeline, a 5 to 10 year plan, not a distant fantasy. Your relationship with risk evolves. At $20,000 net worth, losing $5,000 hurts deeply. It's a quarter of everything you've built. But at $250,000, losing $5,000 is only 2%. It stings, but it doesn't scare you anymore. That's where growth accelerates. You can take calculated risks that broke people can't. You can invest in startups, small properties, or your own business without betting your future. This is how people with capital grow exponentially. It's not just compounding returns, it's compounding opportunities. When you can afford to fail, you learn faster, you invest smarter, and you scale quicker. At $250,000, you've reached the perfect balance. Enough to play big, but not so much that you can't recover. It's the golden zone for intelligent risk-taking. The fast lane to $500,000. Let's talk about what happens next. The journey to $500,000. With consistent $2,000 monthly contributions and an 8% return, you'll double your wealth in just over 6 years. Increase that to $3,000 per month or push your returns closer to 10% and you're there in 4 to 5 years. Compare that to how long it took you to reach your first $100,000, maybe 8 to 10 years. The compounding engine is now fully activated. You've built a momentum that's hard to stop. Your investments, income, and financial systems are finally aligned. Now the biggest threats aren't market crashes or inflation, they're you. Lifestyle inflation, complacency, distraction. If you stay disciplined and keep your expenses stable, the climb to $500,000 becomes almost automatic. This is why most people who hit $250,000 end up becoming millionaires. Not because they're luckier, but because they've built a system that works. They've crossed the hardest part, the starting line. What not to do at $250,000? You won. Don't inflate your lifestyle too fast. That's the most common trap. You start feeling rich, so you start living rich. You cut your savings rate from 30% to 10%, and boom, you've added years to your financial freedom timeline. 2. Don't go ultra conservative. Some people panic and move everything to cash or bonds at this stage. That's a huge mistake. You're still young enough to take some volatility. Playing it too safe now can cost you hundreds of thousands in growth. 3. Don't broadcast your net worth. Wealth brings attention and attention brings pressure. Keep your success quiet. Privacy is power. 4. Don't assume you've made it. $250,000 is amazing, sure, but it's not financial independence. It's a milestone, not the mountaintop. What to do at $250,000? Now that you're here, it's time to optimize, not relax. 1. Rebalance your portfolio. Adjust your asset mix to fit your timeline and risk comfort. Too much cash? Shift more into equities. Too aggressive? Add some stability. 2. Max out tax-advantaged accounts. 401k, IRA, HSA. These aren't optional anymore. They're essential tools for keeping more of what you earn. 3. Diversify smartly. Maybe it's time to explore real estate or dividend stocks. With $250,000, you can make down payments or start cash flowing properties. 4. Increase your income. Negotiate a raise, build a side hustle, or start a small business. Every $10,000 to $20,000 increase in annual income accelerates your compounding dramatically. 5. Set your next milestone, $500,000. Write it down, plan it, reverse engineer it. Give yourself a deadline. 6. Automate everything. Investing, saving, reinvesting. Remove decision fatigue. The less emotion involved, the faster you'll grow. 7. Keep learning. Read, listen, study taxes, markets, psychology. Information compounds just like capital. Balancing discipline and reward. The early grind from $0 to $100,000 was all about sacrifice. At $250,000, you've earned the right to enjoy a bit more, but with intentionality. Take the vacation, but budget it. Upgrade your car, but don't overspend. Celebrate, but never coast. Maintain 70 to 80% of the discipline that got you here, and you'll keep growing faster than ever. The people who fail at this stage are the ones who lose structure when they finally feel comfortable. The people who win, they lock in their systems. Savings, investments, reinvestment. and protect them fiercely. They allow small rewards, not lifestyle explosions. The big picture. Reaching $250,000 isn't just a financial event, it's a psychological transformation. It's the proof that compound interest isn't a myth, it's a machine you built yourself. You stop hoping that wealth building works. You start watching it happen every single month. You stop wondering if financial independence is possible, you start calculating when it'll happen. You're no longer guessing, you're guiding. $250,000 is where wealth stops being a dream and becomes a direction. It's where your money grows faster than your effort, where you finally realize wealth isn't luck, it's momentum. So whether you're already there or still on your way, remember this. The grind doesn't get easier, but the rewards get bigger. You're not far from freedom, you're building it every day. If you've hit $250,000, your next stop is $500,000. If you're below it, let this be your blueprint. Track your progress, protect your discipline, and stay obsessed with the process. Because this, right here, is where financial freedom starts to feel real. Keep building, keep compounding, and never forget, $250,000 is not the end. It's the beginning of everything.